fresh. Oh, what's up? What's up? The hardest thing, to do is to like work out in small weight. A lot of people don't know how to use small weights. So I'm gonna just about know what to do. And it should be good. Forearm workout, biceps. The small way you can do both is very, very far using it. It doesn't have to be really heavy. Just about the techniques that you use, the approach. I was gonna get it done. So let's go. So forearm, probably one of the least intentionally worked out parts of the body, So there are different techniques. The first thing is to try to squeeze in, right? So when squeeze in, rotate our wrist inward, we're squeezing in, right? And that allows that forearm muscle to contract. So that's one way to go about it. So let's do a set of 10. Now we'll switch to the outside roll. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And try to get a really good inner rotation. 8, 9, 10. The next one, we're going to go outside like that. 2, 3. You're just going to watch the arms pump. Like super good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One thing that I fail to say is your grip. Your grip keeps getting weak as you keep doing less to rest. And if you're tired, you can rest, drop the bar down and rest. Next, I'm gonna do a inner and outer twist of my wrist. I'm sorry, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And make sure you do a really good range of motion. You can go slowly to make sure you get that range really well. Like that. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna rest now because my hands are getting weak. So that's focusing the lower arm or the forearm. Okay. You rarely see people knowing how to work out the forearm. Most of the time, it's all like inadvertent who just mistakenly work out the forearm while doing other exercises. But these are targeted, direct forearm exercises. The next one is to twist in and out like that. And you want to find a weight that really works well for you. You can always start with a small weight, like 5 pounds. If that's too light, you're not feeling it, go up to 10 pounds. If that's too light, go to 15, just like that. I'm using 20 because that's what's available to me. So like when you're home, you can use any small weight to try to do these that you can fit in your hand. If it's a gallon of water, whatever, let's make sure it's properly sealed. And you can use it as your weight. do forearm exercises. You know? Like I always say, the people who do forearm exercises intentionally the most are just bodybuilders and arm wrestlers. Most of the guys don't focus on it, they forget it. And it's so funny when you see a guy that's like 300 pounds, fat ass biceps, and then a tiny little itty bitty forearm. It's just not proportional because they don't work it out a lot. Okay, so those are a good set of forearm exercises. You do another set, but I have a couple more I'm going to add for the forearms. But these ones also benefit the biceps. So these ones I'm talking about, like indirect workout of the forearms. So these ones I'm going to do right now, they also benefit the biceps. All right. And usually I use a barbell for this. We can only use a dumbbell like this for it. So you go up like that. One. So this targets the brachialis in the biceps. You see the biceps are contracting here, but it's not the only body part being worked out. So this is an indirect for some people, but I use it directly for the forearm. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I promise you, if you do, even with a small weight like you do 10 of that, you don't feel it in your arm. You'll feel your arm just that expansion, that, you know, feel it getting full and pumped. So it's very, very effective. And the heavier you go, the more intense and the faster the pump. So it's super, it's a very, very effective forearm bicep workout. The next one I'm going to do is a variation of that one. It's always best to use on the barbell. I don't have a barbell, so I'm just modify using my 20-pound dumbbells to do it. So it's a modification of the first one, of that one I just did, but it sort of go like this. It's best to use a barbell. I can see my arm is not straight. I want to go straight like that. The barbell helps you go straight. Yeah, but this doesn't allow me to go as straight as I want to, but it's manageable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are effective, a good set of like forearm workouts. That's, you know, my recipe for forearms. Do that every day. Your forearms, you know, look bigger than the average guy, especially for your size. And if you want to do arm wrestling, those are some things to use to get the forearms to get bigger. All right. So now let's do some biceps. Some biceps workout. Get straight. And because that's very small weight, so my whole intention here is to maximize the effect of the small weight. This weight is super small, so I just want to maximize the effect. That's so find techniques that allow me to maximize the effect of the weight. Like for example, like no matter how small the weight is, you know, let's say you hold, you know, I don't know, 5 pounds. I'm trying to find something small. Like you hold a cup of water. Okay, when you hold that cup of water, it's very light. But if you hold it long enough, for 1 minute, it starts getting heavy. 2 minutes, it feels heavier. After about 5 minutes, that little cup of water feels super heavy. Probably weighs a pound, or 10 ounces, whatever, how many ounces it is. It's gonna feel super heavy. By the time, if you're able to hold it, you know, past 5 minutes, go to 10 minutes, it feels like 100 pounds. your hands. So the whole idea is that even if you have small weight, you can find techniques and approaches to really make you feel the weight while you're working out. So that's why it's really, if you have a very small home gym, you don't have big weights, this would be really helpful. You know, just finding ways to like really use small weights to. If I was gonna do like standard, make sure I have enough space here. If I was gonna do standard, standard bicep curls, you know, like my bicep curls, I go easy with 60 pounds. But if I modify it to like hammer fits, hammer curls, I can do 100 pounds. I mean, that's the max I've tried it with, given what's in the gym. Probably could do heavier than that if there's a heavier weight in the gym. But the gym goes to 100 pounds, so that's the most I've used. But yeah, with these, when you stay seated, okay. See, now this chair doesn't, the back doesn't come up. I'll prefer to have the backrest up so I can really relax and do it. But since the backrest is not up, I'm just gonna sit up and do it. You sit down and try to find, you can start with a small weight if you're not sure. You can start with 5 pounds, then go to 10 pounds, 15, and see how much you can do it with. Easy. You relax in the incline, and then you do your bicep curl. This forces you to use just your biceps for the curl. And I promise you, you'll feel the effect. You'll be using your body and your back to lean to do it. You can see my veins popping out, right? Look at my veins. Look how they're popping out. Look at those veins, right? That's just the effect of position. Using small weights to give you that heavy effect. In a way, I'm kind of planking since I don't have backrest. So my core is getting a good workout too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, give that one a try. See how it feels. My biceps are already pumped. Just 20 pounds. Like, it's just crazy how you can get a good pump with small weights. The trick is just finding a way to trick it. And I usually had these issues when I was just starting up my home gym. Had small weights. But when I'm on the road like this, I just have small weights. How can I use it to feel the effect of the workout? And that's just a trick. Not just giving up and just finding ways to do it. You know. Besides just doing push-ups and whatever, these are ways to really get the effect. And with push-ups too, you know, for me, push-ups are so easy. The only way to like really feel the effect from push-ups is to do high reps. And sometimes it gets tired and boring, like doing 50, 60, 100, like. If you can do 20 and feel the effect and try something different, it feels fun. But just high reps, going up to 100 just to feel the effect is like, but you can increase and maximize the effect. So the push-up basically pushing your weight. When you're up, if you stand it up like this and doing a push-up, right? You're not gonna feel the weight much. It's very, very light. You can do this 1,000 times before you burn out. Just pushing against the wall. It's all about it's also about the physics of it. What is the angle? So if you're all the way straight up, you're not feeling it much. if you go more of an incline and you bend, you start feeling heavy. So you're pushing more of your weight. You go all the way back a little bit. You feel a bit heavier. Because now you're pushing more of your weight. All the way until you get to the ground. Now you're flat on the ground. When you're flat on the ground, you feel more of your weight when you're flat. Okay? But it doesn't even stop there, right? So we started from up, right? Now we're flat. Like totally flat. And like this, right? Totally flat. You feel heavier. But then it doesn't stop there, right? So you went from here, and now you're flat. And the next step is raising your legs. So if you raise your legs, now you go in the opposite direction for the push-up. So it gets heavier. So you want to feel heavier? Go incline, like that. So this is heavier, right? Then just being totally flat. Let me move forward. Now that is heavy. So you keep raising your legs up until you go in invert. You have your legs on the wall and you're pushing off the ground. So now you're vertical in the opposite direction. That is the heaviest push-up you can do. So that is basically you pushing your own body weight in a push-up. If you're standing flat, you're probably just pushing off the weight of your arms, pretty much, which is light. Probably the weight of your arms and your shoulders, you're just pushing off that. By the time you're vertical, upside down, your whole body weight is what you're pushing up using your arms. So you feel that weight a lot more. So from just the weight of your arms standing straight to the whole 150 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever you weigh, 250 pounds, that's what you're pushing up when you're vertical. So if you're like on the road and you want to feel a good workout for your arms, biceps, triceps, whatever, do the push-up. Because the push-up focuses on the triceps more and squeeze out. So that would really help when you go upside down. As far well as you can do it. You just raise your feet on the chair and do the push-ups on the bed, on the rock, wherever you're at, and keep going. If you have a wall, use the wall. If you're out in the woods, put your legs on a tree and just do push-ups. You'll feel the effect more than just being flat on the ground. So that's a trick. Just understand the physics of how to get more intensity from the workout. So now I'm going to do another set for the arms and go full round again. So let's do this all at once, one set to the next. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can see my veins just popping out because of how this will target the arms. But also my fat percentage is very low. The last time I checked was 13%. I might be down to 10%. I don't know. I haven't checked. You know, I know my regular range is usually between 10 to 15%. That's, I'm usually like, if I don't work out for a long time and I'm all eating, and I might go up to 15%. Well, my steady state is 13%. Occasionally, if I'm like, super preparing for stuff, maybe cutting weight, I might go down to 10% or something. So, whew, that hurts. The problem with this is the grip. The longer I hold it, the longer my grip starts to hurt. I have to rest. It's not so much about the weight being so heavy, just how long you're holding it, start feeling the pain. All right. Let my wrist rest for a couple seconds. Get it back up. Do a few more of these. And then I'm going to go twist in and out. All 4 round workout. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Oh, so that was the full set. And the last one will be the bicep curls, right? I just need to rest my arms a little bit. The arms are hurting from the weight. All with a small weight. I'm getting a good pump with a tiny weight. It's all about what you do and how you do it. All right. So now let's do some bicep curls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I see the pump just coming out. With a tiny weight, you don't have to go heavy. That's a good time to get a pump. That's just how it is. So you do that like 5 rounds, and that's a good arm day workout using a tiny bit of weight. So I'm gonna do a few more rounds. So that's my second round. Probably do 3 more. Get a good pump. I'm already sweating. Nice morning day workout. And good to go for the day. And look at that. Good pump. I feel it. All right, let's go again. Don't want to spend too much time resting. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is also good for your wrist. You know, it strengthens the wrist joint. Help it stronger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta rest. Oh. If you want to give this a try, get back to me. Let me know how it felt, because I need feedback so you can understand how this feels. Like give it a try and feel the work. All right, this is going to do the swirl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Another stuff that I do every once in a while, sometimes I forget to do just because of the position. I think it's something like when I'm here, kind of like do twists when I'm here. It feels slightly different. Also, I'm not like, it doesn't burn my grip as much because I'm not working against gravity. I'm just resting it in my arm. I can go for as long as possible. But it just feels different if whenever I can go like this, you know. But I rarely use it just because I don't know. but it's a different feel. And my grip doesn't hurt as much. It still hurts, but I can go a little bit longer, I think. My grip is hurting. Yeah, but that's the challenge. You really, test your grip and work out your grip while you're doing this. It's not an easy, just because it's lightweight doesn't mean it's an easy workout. When you're doing this, you're gonna feel it. All right. Let's keep going. So the next part was to go up like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let it go up like that. 1, 3, 10. Next, bicep curls. This is what, third round. Let's do the fourth round. I lost count already. I go with the third round. Let's call this the third round. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck. Fourth round, beginning next. This is super good pump. All from 20 pounds, right? It's about how you do it, not just how much you're doing. I love big weights, but if you don't have it, find modified ways to get your workout in. Round 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now normally I use a barbell to do this, but since I don't have one for some of the exercises, this was not for this one here, not for this, but for like this and that. You could use a barbell for those. And it keeps your form, keeps your hand form straight while you're doing it. So it's not just a dumbbell, you can also use a barbell for that one. For this one, you gotta use only dumbbells. I feel super pumped. I can feel all the blood rushing to my arms. Just feels good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Twisting on that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest the arms. Maintaining that grip is really the hardest part. Everything else a little bit easy. Just that grip. Oof. Look how I'm dripping sweat. If you're not seeing it, just look at that. 20 pounds making me sweat. All right, let's do the chords. Which completes the fourth round. Right? Hope I'm not missing something. 1, 2. Oh, forgot to do the brachialis curls. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Supposed to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. One more set to go. Whew. And that's how it's supposed to be. Good pump from 20 pounds. It's all about the technique. All right? One more set. And for weights like this, you know, you could also plug in your deltoid workouts. You know, these are the perfect ways for working out the deltoids. It's making use of what you have to get really good workout. And with deltoids, all you do are basically lateral raises, front raises, and lateral raises and stuff. You can also plug in the back of your rear deltoids, rear delts. So these are perfect ways for that. So you can get a really good full workout, you know, using just small weights. If you're out and about and you don't have a big weight. So yeah, don't skip a day just because you don't have a big gym to go into. Use what you have to get a good workout. And I'm gonna plug in some delts right now. Just because I just remembered that. Let's go like that. Get some deltoid workouts in there. You know. And also with this, you also get some forearm workout when you work out your delts, because your forearms are holding up the weight. You know, the deltoids are working, but your forearms are also holding up the weight. So you get a little bit of forearm workout. And if you look, you notice it, this part tenses up as you go up to hold up that weight. So yeah, you do, if I go rear delts like that, so like the back of my deltoids, and keep the arms locked. So you're not using your triceps, just working out your delts. Whew. It feels good. It feels super good. Has it been an hour yet? Can't believe it's almost, let me check to see how long I've been. Not 40 minutes. Hasn't been an hour yet. Let's rest up a little bit. Yeah. Don't skip because you don't have a gym in front of you. Find a small weight and use what you have. And sometimes you might get the most effective workout using small weights, like I'm doing right now. All right, let's get back into it. Our last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna slow it down since it's my last set. Anyways, get my range of motion in, get my squeeze in right, get my reps in right. Now, for the last set. Rest. So that's that. Now you can see the pump. I can feel it, you can see it. All right, let's do the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get those squeezes in right for this last rep. Ooh. All right. There was a way to like strap the weights to my hand, you know, I might not have to worry about a grip, you know, but I should have to grip it. Even if it's a small weight, after a few reps, you start feeling the pain. Gotta rest my grip if I get back into it again. All right. Okay, let's twist in and out. Woo! All right. It's my last set. It's been a good workout. So now I'm gonna do the brachialis curls, right? Just like that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. That's the lateral. Come on here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, shit. Yeah, 10. I'm the red delts. And then we finish up with the bicep curls. This is my last set. Ooh. Please like and sub. That's your way to support. Like and sub if you haven't done so already. All right, rear delts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the arm must be locked. The elbow must be locked. So you're not using your triceps. You just feel your delts squeezing. Ah. Ooh. I feel my shoulders getting pumped already too. Alright, it's the last part of my workout. Last round, seated bicep curls. And the seated bicep curls, they just, when you do it, you notice that the biceps are doing all the work because you're not standing up and using your back and your body weight to lift. So when you're there, you're not using your body weight to come up this way. Because I mean, think about it. If you have the weight, you don't even have to move to get it up. Do like this. That's half the work done. But just moving my body. So when you sit down, you force the biceps to stretch and you make the biceps do the work, not your back. You're not so-called cheating. I mean, that's what the word cheating means, that you're not using the muscle you're supposed to use. You're using other body positions and other muscles to actually do the work that you intend to do. So in other words, you're kind of cheating the workout. So yeah, seated bicep curls. Why is the stretch of biceps? And use mostly your biceps. Not your back, not your shoulders, not your body weight. Just the biceps. So you feel the effect real well, even though it's a small 20-pound weight. Right? So yeah. There are like 100 different workouts you could do using small dumbbells. But we just focus mostly on the arms, right? For today. We can do chest workouts, right? Squeezing. I've shown you the delts. You can also do triceps workouts, right? You can do different position workouts for your body, for your biceps, the hammer curls and all that. Doing the bicep curls. So it's just there's so much wealth of options, even with a small weight. Now the cool thing about it. All right, let's get right into it. Last set. 1, 2. And by me staying in this position without a back rest, I'm kind of planking, you know, working out my core. So I'm getting some extra workout in for my core when I'm using the back rest. I've lost count. But I'll go with 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. So that's a full morning workout. Hope you learned something. I myself, even when I'm working out, I'm learning new things. I'm learning about my strength, learning about my endurance. I'm figuring out positions, little tricks here and there, perfecting each position. Like today, whenever I do this, I've always used the back press, right? Never did I have to suspend because the back press here is broken. I can't figure out how to get it up. Decided to do it just suspending my body. And it's a good core workout, you know. It's not as intense as, you know, floor planking, but it gives me an added element to it. So every time I'm working out, I'm learning new things, new tricks, little tricks here and there. So it's awesome. I hope you guys learned something. That's it for me today. If you got a question or something, I'm more than happy to answer. If you got a suggestion, we can talk about it. Other than that, adieu. When you start your day, you know, pushing yourself, working out, the rest of the day is going to be a breeze. It's going to feel easy. So, yeah. That's it for me today. It's good workout.